Today we take a look at macros. Welcome friends to a new episode of Lineage 2, hanging out today on the core server. I hope you guys are having a great day. I'm having a really good day. Today I want to cover something that isn't normally talked about too often, and I've only touched on it maybe once or twice on the channel, but it is macros. You can get to macros by two different ways. You can click on your auto hunting window on this little icon here, or you can come down here to the general menu. And click on macro right there. You also have the ability to use the key, which is R. So if you press R, oh no, we're flying all over the place. You can open up your macros menu. Very cool. All right, before we get into that though, I'd like to make sure that you guys stay tuned to the end of the episode because I have something very special at the end that I want to start taking a look at. And I think that you guys are really going to enjoy this. So make sure to stay to the end to take a look at that. Also, if you are new to the channel or if you have not joined the Discord yet, please do so. It is the easiest way to get a hold of me. If you're looking to get into the clan, we can get you into the clan. It is set to public, so if you go to Alt B and you go to clans and you search for a clan called Pound Sand, you should be able to find us. There we are. I am the leader. Nali is the leader. We have 39 members, so there's one slot open. But we have a number of alts that we've been putting in through the clan over and over to gain more reputation every day to try to gain more levels. So just be aware of that as well. If you need the Discord link, this does tell you how to get connected right here. It is on the screen and it is in the description. So I hope to see you there. Awesome. So now that that's all covered, again, make sure to stay to the end. I have a very cool thing that we're going to be touching on, and I hope that you guys like it. All right, without further ado, let's take a look at macros. So first of all, how do you create a macro? First of all, open up your macro window by one of the ways I just showed, pressing R, using your game menu, or clicking on inventory, and then you can click on add. You have the ability to put in a name, put in a description, macro, or whatever it does. You have the cool ability to change its icon. This is going to be a jumping macro. So, and then what you can do is open up your skills menu. You have two options to do this. One, you can type in the name, or you can just take one of your skills and put it in here. Click, left click, and drag. There we go. Jump macros. Boom. That's pretty cool. Pretty easy enough. If you've made a mistake, just click cancel, start over. If you want to edit a macro, you can left click and drag on any macro you've already made and click on the edit menu. It'll bring up everything that you already have. If you'd like to get rid of a macro, we can do that. Macro, delete. And now your macro's gone. Boom, now you got to create it again. Oh no. All right, so I have two macros that I use for my Maestro. These are my Maestro macros. Maestro macros. The alliteration is amazing. Or the alliteration is magnificent for Maestro macros. That's funny. All right, so I have one that is set for AoE. I should probably call this AoE. That would be better. AoE. Area of effect. There we go. Very cool. So what we're doing here is actually, I'm going to remove this because that's not needed anymore. I'm using Power Provoke, which is to provoke all of the monsters. Boom. All the nearby enemies, mobs. Then it's very heavy on eruption, and eruption is a pretty good deal, but it causes stunning, which is really nice. So we have eruption and then armor destruction, power bomber, Okay, I'm sorry for that. My son came down to interrupt me. He has a wiggly tooth, so that was super important for him, and I'm very excited he's getting some wiggly teeth. He's excited to talk to the tooth fairy. So, do any of you have kids that are at that age where they're losing teeth and stuff like that? It's a fun time, right? All right, back to the macros. So that was fun. I digress. Macros. So, yes, we're doing Power Provoke, Eruption, and then we're doing Armor Destruction. Which works really well for, adding P attack and weakening their P defense. And we have Power Bomber, which is a similar thing, which works really well with dual blunts. And then we have Jump Attack for moving across the map a little bit faster. Sonic Star, which is probably our best skill, along with Infinity Strike. I do not have Infinity Strike in my macro, mainly because that's a lot of MP to be smashing down. 1,000 MP every round is tough. But I add it here or there. That's why there is one spot open. I put it in sparingly. Hurricane Storm, which is really good. So this is shoots a bolt at the other enemies, which is really nice for people that are far away. And then we have Power Hammer Crush, which is probably our second best skill. According to, versus Sonic Star. I haven't done testing on these yet, but we're going to have to see which one does best. But if you look at the attacks the power, the target with 53,826 power, ignoring 30% of their P-def and stuns for 5 seconds. So these are pretty much our two major things. As we get more cooldown, what I would like to do is remove more of the eruptions and add more of the power hammers and Sonic Stars into here and play around with it a little bit. And then we have another eruption and then Force of Nature, which keeps our momentum up all the time. So that's our area of effect. If you guys have some options or ideas or macros that you use as a Maestro that you want me to check out that might be better than mine, I would love to see them. Please leave me comments down below or join the Discord and share them with me. I'd love to take a look at them and see how well they're working for you and see if we can implement them into some of ours. All right, let's cancel that one. And then I have another one, which is for moving, which I typically use for moving around that is not AoE. So this has no AoE skills in it whatsoever. And we use Jump Attack, Armor Destruction, Power Hammer Crush, Hurricane Rush, Mega Strike, Hurricane Blaster, and Force of Nature, which is really, really good. Some of you are going to ask about the %C. That just shows the cooldown on the skill. So if you use a skill like this, which it doesn't seem as though it will use it, maybe we can, here, let's try this. Can we use this on you? Sonic Star. No? What if we do combat and then do it? Yes. There we go. So it shows the cooldown there. Pretty awesome. So that's really what that does. So, and whenever you're on one of these, it shows the cooldown on all of the skills, which is really nice. And then we have another one that is interesting that I use from time to time, and this is our standing macro. So this lets us stay in one place without using auto hunt. Or what I do is I take this and I put it here and I run this. And then this just stays in place. So you have to use the use skill stand. If you want to use a macro and not move, this is how you do it. So you'll take the macro off your bar and you'll put it here in your auto and then just turn it on. So that's one way to do it. You can also run it from here as well, but if you turn this on then and you're on attacking, you have the potential to move around, which is not necessarily good. So you'll definitely want to put this in your auto macro and put that here as well. We have another one as well, which is our assist. So last person I was working with was Iana, which is similar to what we were already doing. I pretty much just added a target and an assist to our move macro, which is helpful. So that's what we have. And then I have another one for our Dreadnought as well. So this is what I'm using as a Dreadnought. This is similar to what I was using before when I was on the other servers, and they work pretty well. So, all right, friends, I hope that helped you identify how to create some macros. There are also other things that you can do with keyboard macros and mouse macros. Everybody in the community uses them. However, I don't know how well liked or not liked they are by Anova, or I know there's been discussions on the NA servers about it. I don't know exactly where all that stuff is fell in terms of whether or not they're okay or not okay. I personally use them. All they are is just a software program that actually just clicks these buttons is really all it does. So it's not really anything that's game breaking. I think they're deemed as okay, but if they're not and somebody tells me, then I certainly won't be using them because it's against the rules or whatever. But I think for the most part, most people are using them, and anything that's keyboard or mouse macro. I think they become illegal when they are altering the game and doing something outside of the game's function. So really the only thing that the macros do outside of just clicking the button, that's it. I know there's other programs out there that do far more superior things, but they give you an unfair advantage to other players, which is not good, and those are against the rules for sure. So that's a rundown on macros. If you have any questions, do leave some comments down below. If you have any macros that you would love me to take a look at, please join my Discord. Again, the Discord link is in the description, and it is also here on the screen for you one more time. If we click on this, it is right here. So you can take a look at that. Pause the video if you need to. It is capital Y, capital M, G, capital S, 87, capital K for my Discord connection. Very cool. And as always, make sure to stay tuned for the next little part, and we'll catch you guys in the next episode. As always, take care and be well. Okay, today, I know this is a little bit weird. If you stayed to the end, you get to see Ralia. Who is Ralia, you ask? Well, she's a brand new class, and we are going to finish our class change right now to become an Is Spectral Dancer. Let's open that up. We're going to get our cloak and this, and we'll get all of these goodies. We'll put that on the bar. Cool, we've got some good stuff. What is the purpose of having a Spectral Dancer? You guys can see I still have my new adventure, boots and all this stuff. We just finished our level 85 quest thing. So the first thing that we're going to do is obviously continue on. We have the 7-day vitality rune. We want to make the most of that, and we're going to do so. So let's continue on. But let's see, what is the most important thing that we're going to do with this character? Well, this character right now is going to be completely free to play. I'm not going to give this any money. I'm not going to buy anything from the store, from the web store. We're going to use this as completely a free-to-play player standpoint. I don't know if we're going to ever buy the Blessed Exalted set or the rune. That might be those. If we buy anything from the set, from the website, it is only going to be the Blessed set and make it plus 10, and potentially the 30-day rune. But other than that, nothing else is going to be purchased. And right now we're going to use this as we have almost 1 million Adina. So for now, I wanted to get this kicked off. I am going to go through the 7-day vitality maintenance rune, just running this. I want to get and make the most of this. We've already wasted 10 minutes into this rune, which is fine. It's okay. We still have to upgrade all of our skills and all of those things, but I wanted to give you guys a new little feature to wait for and check updates on at the end of videos. It's not going to be every video, but we will have updates. I will make sure to tell you to stay tuned to the end so you can see what's going on with Raleigh and how we've been moving forward. But right now, I think the next update is going to be what kind of money we have at the end of our 7-day Vit rune following the normal quest path. So stay tuned for the rest of that. Thanks for watching, everybody, and as always, take care and be well.